I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal tolerance, but we accept all religion as true. Swami Vivekananda, 1893, Chicago. This is India, where truth works in many forms and divinity wears many names. On this Independence Day, let's honor the saints who shaped not just our land but our very soul. Lord Mahavira, the naked flame of liberation. Born around 599 BCE in Kundagrama, modern day Vaishali, Bihar, Prince Badhamana belonged to royalty, but his soul longed for something beyond palace walls. In his early years, even as a layperson, he practiced extreme generosity, giving away vast treasures in public charity to liberate himself from attachment. At age 30, with his parents passed on and with his brother's blessings, he embraced renunciation under an Ashoka tree, embarking on the path of a wandering monk. According to Acharanga Sutra and Kalpa Sutra, Vardhamana carried two pieces of cloth. He gave one half to a poor Brahmin who asked for help. The second half got caught on a thorn branch and was torn from his body as he walked. Without hesitation or regret, he did not reach back. That moment became symbolic. He no longer regarded even clothing as essential. Clothed in nothing, yet in supreme consciousness, he walked toward as a Digambara, mendicant, for remaining 12 plus years of his tapasya. This was not an act of dramatics. It was a declaration of freedom. Every attachment, even a simple cloth, when surrendered from love, becomes a step toward liberation. Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. Non-violence is the supreme religion. Lord Mahavira. Gautama, the silent thunder of awakening. Born as Siddhartha Gautama around 563 BCE in Lumbini, present-day Nepal, he was the crown prince of the Sankhya clan, surrounded by luxury and shielded from suffering. Siddhartha's life took a profound turn when he witnessed the four sights: an old man, a sick man, a dead body, and a serene ascetic. These glimpses shattered the illusion of permanence. At 29, leaving behind his wife and newborn son, he walked away into the night, seeking a solution to suffering that binds us all. After years of intense austerity and then a balanced middle path, Gautama attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya. But one of the most poignant episodes of his journey came at its end. His last meal, offered with pure devotion by a humble blacksmith named Kunda. The meal, believed to be Sukara Madhava, possibly soft boar meat or a mushroom delicacy, unknowingly triggered Buddha's fatal illness. Yet, he received it with gratitude, instructed his disciples not to blame Kunda, and praised the meal as a meritorious offering, equal to the meal he had before enlightenment. This supreme detachment, even from the body itself, revealed his mastery over craving and blame. He was not dying, he was dissolving into nirvana. The Four Noble Truth, the essence of Buddha's enlightenment. 1. Dukkha. Life contains suffering. 2. Samudaya. Craving. Suffering has a cause. Nirodha. Suffering can end. Maga. There is a path through its end. The Noble Eightfold Path. The map to liberation beyond rituals and dogma. 1. Right view. 2. Right intention. 3. Right speech. 4. Right action. 5. Right livelihood. 6. Right effort. 7. Right concentration. 8. Right mindfulness. Buddha's legacy is not of dogma, but of a path, walkable, repeatable, and rooted in direct experience. His final breath whispered a truth not of sorrow, but of serenity. All conditioned things are perishable. Strive diligently for your own liberation. Apo Dipo Bhava. Be a light unto yourself. Gautama Buddha. Adi Shankaracharya, the flame of Sanatan truth. In the 8th century CE, in the humble village of Kaladi in Kerala, was born a radiant soul, destined to awaken Bharat from the slumber of confusion. Adi Shankaracharya. Born to a pious couple, Shiva Guru and Aryamba, after years of prayers, the child Shankara displayed extraordinary wisdom from a tender age. By 8, he mastered the Vedas. By 12, he has taken sannyas. And by 16, he wrote commentaries on Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma Sutras that would define Hindu philosophy for millennia to come. His mission to revive the Advaita Vedanta, the non-dual truth that Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya, Jivo Brahmaiva, Napara. Only Brahman is real, the world is illusion, the soul is none other than Brahman. He walked across the length and breadth of India, from snow-capped Himalayas to the shores of Kanyakumari, engaging in debates, lifting dharma, defeating dogmas, and uniting the fragmented sects of Sanatan Dharma. In Kashi, he met an untouchable, and when asked to move aside, the untouchable asked, "If all is Brahman, what should move, this body or your ego?" Sankara bowed, humbled, enlightened anew. He established 4 mathas in 4 corners of India: Sringeri in the south, Dwarka in the west, Jyotirmat or Joshimat in the north, and Puri in the east, a spiritual architecture to safeguard the eternal flame of Dharma. His life was short, just 32 years, but his impact eternal. His words still echoes, Aham Brahmasi, I am the infinite. He taught India to go inward, beyond caste, form, rituals, and reach the stillness within. Not renounce the world, but see through it. In a time of great confusion and ritualism, he became the bridge between bhakti and jnana, between the temple and the self, between Sanatan Dharma and timeless liberation. In the wind-swept lands of Sistan, where the soul meets the silence of desert, a boy was born who would one day become the lamp of love for millions. Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, lovingly remembered as Garib Nawaz, the benefactor of the poor. In his youth, he inherited a humble orchid and a windmill. One day, while watering his vineyard, a wandering dervish, Sheikh Ibrahim Kanduzi, appeared. Drawn by the boy's innate humility, the saint offered him a few grapes and then a piece of oil cake he has chewed, a mystical transmission. The boy accepted it without hesitation. And in that sacred moment, something changed forever. The world lost its meaning, his ego dissolved, his soul awakened. He sold everything, orchid, meal, and gave all to the poor. His real journey had just begun. He walked through the sand of Sufism across distant land under masters like Usman Haruni, embracing deep devotion, poverty, and selfless service. He finally reached Ajmer in India, where he became the spiritual son for Hindus and Muslims alike. He fed the hungry, healed the sick, embraced the rejected. He gave freely without asking for name or faith. His dargah, even today, welcomes all from emperors to beggars as equals. And though centuries have passed, his words still echoes like eternal rain on parched hearts. Love all and hate none. Let your heart be as wide as the ocean. Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, Garib Nawaz. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the light that became the fragrance, a tribute to the eternal truth of oneness. In the land of five rivers, where conflict often drowned the melodies of peace, a divine voice rose that united hearts beyond boundaries. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the founder of Sikhism, the messenger of truth, and the eternal seeker who saw no Hindu, no Muslim, only one light in all. He traveled across continents from Mecca to Mount Kailash, singing the song of Ek Onkar, the Eternal One. But it was in the death Guru Nanak offered his final teaching of unity. As his earthly end neared in Kartarpur, both Hindus and Muslims came to claim his body. One side wanted to cremate him, the other wished to bury him. He smiled and simply said, "Let flowers be placed on both sides of my bed. In the morning, whichever side's flower remains fresh, let them have my body." When morning came, his body has vanished. All that remains were fresh, fragrant flowers on both sides. The two communities shared the flowers and went their ways. His final message clear: truth has no religion, divinity has no boundary. ना कोई हिंदू ना कोई मुसलमान, सब में जोत जोत है सोई. There is no Hindu, there is no Muslim. The light of divine shines in all. Guru Nanak Dev Ji. On this Independence Day, as we celebrate the soul of Bharat, let us remember Guru Nanak not just as a saint, but as the unbroken bridge between hearts. A divine poet, a fearless reformer, and the voice of unity in divided lands. Let his fragrance guide us where flowers, not fire, define our legacy. As different streams having their source in different places, all mingle their water in the sea, so, Lord, the different paths which men take all lead to Thee. Swami Vivekananda, Parliament of Religion, Chicago, 1893. Mother Teresa, Love in action, India's scent of compassion, Independence Day tribute. Sisters and brothers of Bharat, today we celebrate the light that wore no saffron, bore no Sanskrit name, yet radiated the spirit of Sanatan Dharma. Mother Teresa, a Christian by faith, an Indian by karma, and a saint by her boundless compassion. In her, the poor saw God. In her touch, the dying felt dignity. And in her love, India saw itself whole, wounded, yet wondrously divine. One day, walking past the filth and fever of Kolkata's footpaths, she saw a man half eaten by worms, dying by inches, forgotten by the world. No one touched him, no one cared. But she bent down, cleansed his wound, lifted him with her own hands, and as he looked into her eyes before his last breath, he whispered, I have lived like an animal, but I die like an angel. That moment became her awakening, and from it was born the Missionaries of Charity, not as an organization, but as an overflowing river of love. She said, not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. And with these small acts, she moved mountains of pain. Like Ganga, which accepts every stream, every soul, India too is a confluence of Mahavira's non-violence, Buddha's silence, Shankara's wisdom, Garib Nawaz's embrace, Guru Nanak's light, and Mother Teresa's hand. If their light touched your soul, keep it burning. Like, share, subscribe, because Sanatan is not just a faith, it is a flame. And here at Sanatan United, we don't just remember saints, we walk with them, we awaken with them. This Independence Day, unite not just as a nation, but as a spirit. Jai Sanatan, Jai Bharat. Happy Independence Day to all of you.